Today, in the capital of labor in Zonguldak, we are spending an unprecedented day which is full of good news and opening ceremonies. After the Friday prayers, we opened the Uzun Mehmet Mosque for service. Uzun Mehmet Mosque, which I do believe will be one of the symbols of the city, suits Zonguldak very much. This mosque was constructed on a land area of 12,000 square meters with its architecture, with its hardware. This masterpiece will enable 6,000 believers to pray at the same time. Once again, I wish this masterpiece to be auspicious for our country. Right now, we are carrying out the opening ceremony of a modern facility, MFA Mask Factory, new manufacturing facility. May it be auspicious for this city, for our nation, and for all Turkey. First and foremost, I wish success to all employees who have been working in this facility and who will be working in this facility. I do believe that this factory will also contribute to the export volume of Turkey. MFA Mask Factory, which was founded in 2008 with the motto of healthy breath, has accomplished many great things within such a short time frame. Before the onset of the pandemic, this factory was chosen the 13th fastest growing company by the Turkish Union of Chambers. I would like to congratulate them once again. This increasing success trend of this company is due to the research and development activities and their innovative approaches. They have developed the first biomask of Turkey with the local resources, and they also developed partial and full gas masks, which they developed for the use of our police forces. And those are only among a variety of the products which are unique to this factory. And during 2020, when the pandemic was at its intense phase, they accomplished a turnover of more than 260 billion Turkish liras. As a result, this company became the company which had the highest level of exports for the province of Zonguldak. Not only with its innovative approaches and the technological infrastructure, but also with its architecture, it is a role model company. And at the same time, the rooftop of the company is filled with the solar panels. As a result, Koca Yusuf factory is producing renewable energy. Koca Yusuf MFA mask factory is producing 240,000 units of partial and full face masks, and 900,000 face mask filter on a yearly basis will be produced by this factory. Well, as you can see, Turkish industry is working and continuing to produce and creating employment opportunities for our nation, despite the ones who are trying to make Turkey trample. And I say, first we will provide employment, then we will produce, and last but not least, we will do the exports. And MFA factory does all those. If it comes to investment, they do the investment. They create employment opportunities, they produce, and Slovakia being in the first place, this company also does exports. Of course, this is not enough. With an expansionary export policies, we will develop ourselves even further. The production capacity of Turkey, thanks to local and foreign investments, thanks to God, is going stronger and stronger every passing day. And we also, together with our aid program and subsidies, always show to our investors that we are standing by our industry without showing any sort of discrimination, whether they are local or foreign investors. We are also embracing anyone who believes in the Turkish economy. So our economy is producing and exporting. So the ones who produce and exports and at the same time provide employment opportunities for our people, they will be embraced by us at all times. And the MFA mask factory also benefited from the subsidies and the aid packages provided by our state. This company, which is one of the biggest mask producers, also gave us the good news that they are in the phase of new investments, which pleases us even further. Next to this facility, with an investment of 70 billion Turkish liras, the new filter factory will be commissioned in the near time future. Due to the COVID pandemic, the global economy is going through a vortex of uncertainty, but despite those challenging times, I would like to thank on behalf of my nation and all the citizens of Zonguldak for making further investments. The Ministry of Industry and Technology, I'd like to congratulate Ministry, my minister and his team, for supporting such kind of investments which increases the power and strength of Turkey even further. Dear brothers and sisters, unfortunately the COVID-19 affects Turkey negatively as well, especially tourism, services and food and beverages sector had to endure many troubles and challenges due to the restrictions. It doesn't matter where they live, it doesn't matter in which sector they operate, we should never forget that we should continue to find solutions to the troubles and the challenges of 84 million people. Up until now, in order to mitigate the negative impacts of the pandemic, we have given subsidies and aids, and it reached to the level of 661 billion Turkish liras already. Well, there are the ones who are continuously asking where is the state up until now. Once again, I would like to reiterate that we have given a monetary support of 661 billion Turkish liras. During this pandemic, Turkey has become one of the countries which provided the highest level of monetary support to its citizens. Even the most advanced countries had difficulties in terms of finding the ventilation devices and the masks, and the elder houses unfortunately turned into morgues. Since this was the case, we have given first quality healthcare services to our citizens without charging any fee. Today, the countries who are boasting about themselves are extending and handing over their masks with a fee of 150 euros. I mean, the opposition parties know it very well, but it doesn't suit into best to their interest to speak about it. In the field of healthcare services, we have developed fast, swift, and effective solutions. Masks, protective equipments, gloves, and the ventilation devices, which became hard to be procured, was developed thanks to our local mobilization and resources. At the onset of the pandemic, there was only 14 mask producers. Today, this number has increased to 424, so you can easily see to what point we have reached so far. The medical and the surgical mask exports increased 100 times, reaching to $212 million in 2020 from $2 million in 2019. For the sustainability of those products, we have commissioned the Protective Textile Center in Turkey. As the economies came to a point of halt, the Turkish economy never stopped producing, and we have yielded the fruits of our flexible working models with the endeavor of our private sector, and thanks to the support of the state. In 2020, Turkey grew by 1.8%, thereby accomplishing the highest level of growth after China in G7. Again, in the same period, Turkey has become one of the countries with the highest level of growth in the industrial production. And in the first quarter of 2021, we have had a groundbreaking record of a 7% growth after China, of course. And the industrial sector was the sector which contributed the highest to our growth, and this pleases us very well. With comparison to the previous year, we have seen that the employment in the industrial sector increased by 380,000 people, which shows that this was a sustainable and healthy growth. In the organized industrial zones, there have been positive developments. Employment in the organized industrial zones superseded 2 million. Despite pandemic, in the first 5 months of the 2021, the electricity consumption in those areas increased 20% with comparison to the previous years. Dear brothers and sisters, as we give all and any sort of support to our industrialists, we of course never overlook to the needs of our artisans, our farmers, and our artists as well. Unfortunately, there is a drought in many places. In order to mitigate the negative impacts of the drought, our farmers have constructed pressurized water systems to which we have given 100 million Turkish liras of support. The damage inspections and due diligence studies on the field have been going on. Ziraat Bank and also the cooperatives to which our farmers have their debts, we will delay the payment of their debts. And at the same time, we will increase the compensation rate of those damages from 70% to 80%. At the same time, wheat, barley, and oat, corn, and the lentil producers, based on their yield losses, we will make them a payment of up to 100 Turkish liras per decar. That's why wheat producers will receive the oil support and the certificated seed use support, and the wheat producers will be benefiting from the payment of 150 Turkish liras per decar. And due to the restrictions of the COVID-19, we will of course embrace the artisans and artists. And in the upcoming days, we will give 250 million Turkish liras of support to 31,000 of our artists. And also, we will help the theater sector. We hope that all those aid packages and supports to be auspicious for our artisans and our artists. I supplicate for God to find a solution to this pandemic and trouble. As I conclude my speech, once again, I wish MFA Mask Factory to be auspicious for our city, for our nation. And once again, I would like to thank the company owners, the Ministry of Industry and Technology, who realized this project, and at the same time I would like to sincerely congratulate the company employees. May God help us all stay healthy and safe. We would like to thank Honorable President for his address. So, with your permission, we would like to hold you for a while on the stage. The gifts will be delivered to you, then we will do the ribbon cutting ceremony. So, on the memory of today, without further ado, I'd like to invite to the stage the company partners, Fatih Furtuna and Murat Uzun, and I also would like to invite the Minister of Technology and Industry to accompany them to the stage, please. His Excellency President, we thought what to give you as a gift, and we thought that nothing will be out of your reach in your program in TRT, and in your address here you underline the importance of investment, production, export, and in order to contribute further to the 2023 targets and our national income, we give you the commitments of employment, investment, and production. This is our commitment. If you accept, we would like to present you our commitments. Thank you very much. Right now, we will cut the ribbons as we complete the opening ceremony, and then this factory will be put to the service of our nation. In order to accompany our president, I'd like to invite to the stage Binali Yıldırım, ministers, and the İsmail Kahraman, Köksal Toptan, vice directors, our MPs, our governors, and our mayors to the stage, please. And we also would like to invite our MPs to the front side by obeying to the social distancing rules. I also would like to invite to the stage the provincial directors of the Justice and Development Party and the National Movement Party. Scissors, please. The scissors and the ribbon will stay with you for the memory of today. We will cut the ribbon, and then as the memorial of today, the scissors and ribbon will stay with you. Are we ready? Hopefully, with an increasing production and employment capacity, this company will be auspicious to whole family, to our nation, to all our country. In the name of Allah, the merciful and the compassionate.
Efendim Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımız MFA Koca Yusuf Maske Fabrikası'nın açılışını kurdele kesmek suretiyle gerçekleştirmiş olup Sayın Zonguldaklı hemşehrilerimizin hizmetine sunmuşlardır. Bu hizmetin, bu eserin milletimize, Zonguldak'ımıza, ilimize, ülkemize hayırlı uğurlu olmasını Allah'tan niyaz ediyoruz. Evet, programımız burada sona ermiştir. Teşriflerinden dolayı bir kez daha Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'a şükranlarımızı arz ediyor ve zat-ı devletlerini saygılarımızla uğurluyoruz efendim.